Okay, so last time, Kenneth, go.
Ah!
The
genuine
great
panic.
start.
Let's
Not the
see.
great start.
I don't remember where last session began, but I remember where it ended.
All right,
That's
let's
what I'm
reverse
thinking.
engineer this.
Had we already left Rydell?
Yeah, I believe so, because you went into the shady market that's on the map
Well,
that I'm just
yeah,
now remembering
but-
existed.
But I was wondering if we started in Rydell leaving or if we had already left. So anyway, regardless, we ended up.
You started in Rydell because you gave. You had to see the little figurines and things that people had got. You had the little show and tell from the carnival before you left Rydell. And that was
Then
it.
we left, and then
And then
you went
left.
to the black market.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, like I said, I remember all that. I just didn't remember where we began. So yeah. I had devised that the black market was nearby and found an excuse to stretch my legs on a night watch, and Locke thankfully was okay with this, and wandered west and found it, and let's see,
It's going to be in every campaign.
It is.
probably.
Yep.
So yeah, there were a bunch of people trying to peddle various things of various values, but I stumbled across some long-term investment items and tried to help someone out with a little bit of money because they didn't exactly look like they belonged there, but who am I to judge? And found some information that I am looking for. Scroll up in chat. Ozfire Wayfinder, apparently.
Yes.
And that they could meet with me to possibly help me find what we are looking for, being a way to traverse the hells or get us there or something. And so I believe I requested that he try and contact or meet us around Caberton.
You still have to. That was you spoke to the Dragonborn about contacting him, and then you determined that you're a cleric. You can do sending to somebody that you know the name of, so and the general description of. So you still have not actually talked to Ozfire himself to determine that he can meet you outside of Caverton, but you do have the knowledge of his name and his appearance, so that you can do that.
Gotcha. So that's probably going to be preparing sending if I don't already have such a thing. Let me pull up
You
spell list
probably
of five.
You probably don't have it prepared. You have it, but you don't have it prepared.
What level spell is it?
I think 3.
3.
might not have
Sending is
written it.
there. And I actually have a dot beside of it,
Oh, cool. Then you prepared it. Good job.
apparently. I don't remember preparing it. So if we want to say, I mean, it's going to be more than a day's journey to where we're headed. So the next time we set up camp, I can, or the next night or whatever, I can prepare it. That's fine.
Yep.
But, and that still gives plenty of time before Caberton. But, yeah. So, that is looking positive. And we are marching slowly onward to rescue a silver.
Yes.
Well, first is to the temple to figure out, see if you can get information out of Bozo Coward as to precisely where in the Hells silver is, because Hells is a big place and bad place, so you want to know where to go.
And we, in character, we already know that she's not here.
Yes,
I
Locke
get it.
had given that information, I believe.
Okay. So, yeah, what you said.
Alrighty. So, and currently within the party is the typical assorted characters, but with an added Unray and Mudslide because y'all picked picked them up in Rydell, and they're currently traveling with you, so that they don't have to have a different means to get to the bluff and the temple whenever all goes down.
So what? So are we on travel now?
Yeah, you would be.
I would probably have Riven bring up and be like, so how are we going to meet up with everyone? Like, are we going to get there to this bluff and just send out messages to be like, hey, we're here, you can come join us? Because I think we gotta wait for a dragon to, like, teleport to Caperton? Based off of last time that we met the dragon?
I mean, I was under the impression that we'd be sending messages to our various allies while we were en route to just have everyone start assembling from wherever they were.
Oh, you also gotta remember, like, most of the force that we have is over in Yukiegi, and there's druids with them, so it can take them, like, 6 seconds to get here.
Assuming they've been here before, but yes.
I mean, if one of them has scrying, they just need to see where our location is and look at a tree.
Fair enough.
Precisely.
I mean, that's what the old crone did, apparently.
Right, yeah.
That's also literally what Cal did.
That too.
Yeah, when she came to pluck you out of the dungeons. Or just cuddle you in them or something, I don't know.
Look, I put myself in a timeout, alright? I needed to get some things through my head, so I needed to be...
I know. I was there for part of that. It was very emotional. It took us 4 sessions.
What's a session?
Yes.
I mean,
I'm not talking in character right now, by the way.
Oh.
You can tell because I'm not doing the voice.
You know, I have a hard time thinking of what you can do in the voice or not.
Generally speaking, I do have a voice for Locke. It's not much different from my normal voice, but it's different enough that you can probably tell, I hope.
Maybe? I don't know. I'm just bad at hearing.
My ears are dyslexic, I'm sorry.
I think there's a term for that, and it's not dyslexia. Unless I'm mistaken. Google, help me out here.
Yeah, my ear just looks up the sound.
Her ears are just like, what's up, Sam? I can also prepare sending in case there are more that don't travel by tree that we need to contact.
Did you write down all the people in which you intended to have with you for this whole escapade, Brian?
I know I had a list at one point. I don't have it anymore.
Well, we got Unray and Mudslide. We got the
Other
dragon.
adventuring
We had
party.
Tontu?
Tantu's not
If
with them.
she...
No, I don't think.
So Tontu's not gonna join us? Because I thought they showed up last time.
Tantu was with your interaction with Ozza the first time when you dealt with... When you encountered Ozza the first time, Tantu was there. And I think when you called Tantu to Gradiriel the first time, Tantu was there. But she's not coming this
But
time.
she was the only one that was... Oh, she's not coming. Okay. We also had Frederick and Battle Crab.
Yep, Battle Crab.
We had Frederick and his party. Did that satyr ever come back?
No idea.
They would
Okay.
have, yes. For what it's worth, whenever we get to the insanity that is the temple map and get into that, everyone that Locke would want to have there is there, but not everyone has tokens. So I'm going to
So we're not necessarily going to focus on what everyone's doing. We're just zeroing in on what our group is doing and just assuming shit is also happening elsewhere.
pretty
Yes.
much.
Because otherwise you would never be able to manage all that.
Precisely.
But we also had that other... We've had...
There's
Locke's
the party
mom?
from... Yeah, I
And-
believe we were going to get my mom involved because, of course, so my mom, my
And then the
dad,
party.
their
Well,
party,
both parties.
their party, and the other adventuring party that shares Yukiagi with us. Obviously, the dragon. I feel like there were others. Can't remember them off the top of my head though. Either way, that's still a
meet the bear one, Goliath.
Oh yeah, that's the NPC party that is in Yukiagi.
Right.
Yeah,
yeah.
but did Riven meet them yet? 'Cause I
No,
don't
I don't
know.
think so.
Okay.
I don't think so.
Don't think so.
Um,
This is why it gets weird when you shuffle your character out.
that's fine.
You start to confuse yourself.
No, all it is just like, who did I meet, who have I had? And plus, you also gotta remember, we have been traveling for quite some time. Since the last time we decided to go all fury on the temple, when we decided maybe it's not the best time.
Right.
See, we had to go and get 2 more levels, so now we're ready.
We had to go get 2 more levels and apparently a fucking sword, which we now have. I'm pretty sure it's in the bag of holding, but I can't rightly remember.
Yes,
It
Riven is holding on to the bag of holding.
All right.
Okay, so with that in mind, you guys are going to continue your trek southward, and staying mostly to the road, and aside from perhaps Byrn and wanting to get in contact with Ozfire, is there anyone, and your obligatory like sendings to all of the peoples, is there anything anyone else wants to be doing along the trek southward?
I think Riven's going. When we get closer to Caverton, I think Riven's gonna want to make a quick pit stop in there.
Yeah.
But I don't think the rest of the group has to go in with her, since everyone else is pretty much wanted.
I mean, Well, I mean, I can go in because I can just disguise myself to look like whomever the fuck.
Yeah, and last time I recall that you almost got caught by one of the guards.
I don't think I had Mask of Many Faces yet.
Oh wait, no, you had just normal disguise kit.
Yeah, I used the disguise kit. Now I can just magically do it.
Haha, magic bullshit.
Magic bullshit. Go. And I'm pretty sure Bjorn is currently the one with the party hat of disguise.
Which
But of course, he's also not
Yes.
wanted here.
Oh.
Yeah, you
he's-
missed
he's
that
not
party.
wanted.
I'm sorry, Bjorn, you're not wanted.
Well,
Yeah.
either way, I'd rather not like have this whole thing, because it's like I already discussed buying the things with Dulred, and I don't want to take up too much time of the traveling of like
Fair enough.
doing a shopping sheen. So
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Out of character, Byron was planning on going in Caperton as well. He has no
Oh, no.
idea that you guys are wanted criminals, so I mean,
Yeah.
he's totally fine. Why? Oh, I'm just going to hop into town. Y'all coming with? Why is everyone looking at me like that?
to be fair, at this point, there was a statement of, most people were wanted there is technically inaccurate, because most everybody in the party now can go in. and is
that's fair.
fine. So the only
I feel like
people who,
Locke and Riven, like just Locke is the only one at this point.
it's Locke and Oak and
Yeah.
Locke and the NPCs.
Okay,
Locke,
look,
it's fine.
there's a thing that happened that it's like I had Unrei and Young come along, so off screen.
Yeah, it's fine. Ultimately, Byron can go and do his thing, and Unrei, Young, and Riven can go in. If Bjorn wants to go in, he can go in, but you guys don't necessarily have to stay together. Caverton's a big place, and
It is the capital.
exactly. And on top of
Yeah,
that,
one can come in from the south and from the north, and the other one can come in from the east.
yes. On top of that, the hat of disguise that Bjorn has can technically be passed off to someone who would want to disguise themselves to go in, such as Yong, and then we're good. So
Is it not? Is it not an attunement thing?
I don't think so. I don't think it's an attunement to the hat of disguise. I don't think so. It might be, and if so, then you prepare to do that before you get to Caverton, and huzzah!
Yes, it is an attunement. So
Yeah, well, either way, you can make do how you need to, and most of that is not going to really happen on screen because shopping, blah.
yeah, we don't want to spend 3 hours shopping.
Not again.
We did that already. But yeah, Byrn, I'm assuming you're going to try and contact Ozfire along the way here.
Yep.
So, I'm not going to necessarily be a huge stickler for how many words you say for sending, because that could get complex. But as long as your message isn't like a paragraph, you can say something to Ozfire as per your sending to. Basically, this is your first conversation with them to say, hey, meet me outside of Caverton.
Didn't the guy say that he was going to contact them and tell him I was going to be contacting him, or am I
Yes.
misremembering?
Yes, he did say that.
Okay. And sending is typically like 20 words ish.
I believe
It's like
so,
25.
Okay.
Be like, hey, I am stranger. Come meet Caverton now.
Hey, this me. Meet at Caverton okay with you? Meeting at Caverton okay with you? I don't know what to say for the rest of these words because apparently I can have up to, and that's where the message stops.
I could have just gone la di da di da.
Doo-dee-doo-dee-doo.
So you will, of course, get your response, and Ozfire is like, oh, hi, all the way down south towards Caverton. Got it. I'll see you there. On the outskirts, which he doesn't necessarily know cleric spells to know that you would have to cast the spell a second time to say something to her back to him, but you know, you don't necessarily have to. Yeah.
I would send a second message and outside or inside city, either way is fine with me. Whatever your preference works.
All right. And he will say outside.
Okay.
And following that, you guys will continue making your way southward. You are arriving on the outskirts of Caverton. Those who choose to go in can go in. Those that don't. Whatever. Following the excursion inside, were you, now you didn't necessarily say it in your sending message, but were you wanting, I recall from before that I think Byrn was going to meet Ozfire at night, so that it was less likely for the rest of the party to see the interaction or something?
Sneaky.
Probably. That sounds familiar.
Because shady people be shady.
Well, I mean, I figure he would appreciate it as well.
He would, yes.
He
Alright.
could be a charismatic rogue, or he could just be a, hey, people don't need to know my business. I don't know.
True.
Give him his space.
So
So
Yeah.
we want to spend like about a day to camp and or hit the town while we're here, and then we continue tomorrow, kind of thing.
That's what I'm getting.
Cool. Yeah, I'll wander in town. That's fine. I would try and wander by each of the main entries to the city, and I'd scribble something in thieves' cant outside of the walls, just basically denoting Weast.
Least.
Okay.
I guess if there's 4 cardinal entries to the city, if that's the idea, then I would scribble it on not Weast. So north, south, and east. I would mention in Thieves' Cant, meeting Weast.
Oh, I see. Gotcha. Okay.
That way I don't have to like run laps around the city all night until he shows up.
Fair.
That's stupid.
Gotcha.
Yeah, very logical.
All right. So, you will, eventually, meet up with him in the night on the west side over here.
Yep.
And, as was described previously, Ozfire is a very interesting individual. He is a halfling covered in tattoos and does have a look about him of like class-wise somewhere between like rogue, monk, ranger. He's got elements of all 3 going on.
Okay.
And he looks trustworthy because, of course, he is.
That's trustworthy.
Yakers.
It looks like an anthropomorphized version of Everwolf from the Owl House.
Okay.
Looks like if Hugh Jackman was a halfling.
I mean, clothes are overrated. You gotta wash
Yeah,
them.
yeah.
You just sport tattoo clothes and you're good.
I mean, yeah.
I think his tattoos does something.
Probably.
It's probably
So,
some like druid shit or something.
No, he looks like a monk to me.
Mm.
I
Yeah.
guess-
a little bit.
like
Yeah,
I
I can
said,
see that, like with the beads around the neck and the staff. Alright.
like I said, class-wise, he is some varying degree of rogue and monk, and though it's not in this particular image, he would have like he's somebody that is well traveled and whatnot.
So is he a better version of Young?
He is in no
He has-
He was a monk. He's a monk rogue. So
he is a monk rogue, yes. Though he is not the same subclasses as Yong, and he has an extra class to make his thing even more confusing, like Riven. So,
oh, okay, yeah. Just go dip in everything.
yeah, pretty much. But he is, he will meet up with Byrn on the west side. Gotta say, not what I expected based on your voice, but hey, are you who called before?
Yeah. Thanks for coming out and meeting with me. And he had already been told why I was asking for him and all that, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
So I was told that you perhaps had some sort of business deal for me.
I can't remember what I was gonna offer him. Did I say last session what I was gonna do? I know what I'm trying to get from him.
Yes. So
I had a
don't-
brilliant plan, I forgot.
Try to
Yeah.
sell all the trinkets that you bought from Tree back to him.
Not to him.
But I don't know if you had an actual plan that you mentioned to me as to what you would offer. I was sort of leaning more on that you were going to. Basically, right now, you're wanting more information than actual object.
I didn't know that. I thought we knew that we needed an object.
You did, yes. You as a character, you as Byrn know that you need a tuning fork, but you don't know for sure if he has one. All you were told was he knows where to get one.
Gotcha. Okay. So, in that sense, yes. We're looking for an attunement fork for a tuning fork for the Hell's Plane, and I received a tip that you were the precise person that I needed to speak with.
The Hells? That's quite the leap. What reason do you have for going to such a place like that?
One of my traveling companions' friends was removed from our plane against her will, and it's something of a rescue mission. But it's going to be challenging trying to get there, challenging trying to find her. It's going to be a whole big mess. So I figured I would contribute what I could by at least trying to ensure passage.
Okay. Well, you do. That's a rather commendable task. Not going into the Hells just for the scenery, but rather going there because you actually want to save somebody.
This.
This person he's never met before.
Oh my goodness.
Though, Ozfire might not know that necessarily. All that Byrn said was a friend of a friend. That by itself does not say I don't know the friend. So, all right. Well, tuning forks are rather expensive items and usually fairly rare. Though I have the means to know where to find such things. What are you willing to do to get it? Are you wanting to pay, do some sort of quest for me? What is your payment idea?
If I was wanting to keep it relatively simple on my end and pay for it with gold, what kind of ballpark are we looking at here?
Well, as expensive as something like this is, and the risk involved, I couldn't very well hand it off for any less than 300 gold. It's very important and hard to find.
Alright. So you actually have one in your possession then?
Not here precisely, but I could get you one. You got the money to pay for it?
Possibly. And it's already programmed, dialed in, ready to go, or you could make sure that was included in that?
Oh, yes, of course.
Alright. So, how long would it take you to retrieve it for us?
Well, if you want to meet back here in this same spot, we could. Though I would like the payment up front.
Half now to show that I'm good for it, and the remainder when the transaction's complete. Sound fair?
Roll persuasion.
Yeah. How long is it gonna take him to get it?
He said like a day, right?
Yep.
We're not gonna be at Caverton in a day.
All right. Half now, half later. Are you and your friends going to be sticking around Caverton?
We will be traveling. So if you'd be willing to swing by at a slight distance during one of my watches at night, I might be willing to give you a little tip on top for the extra trouble, if you'd be willing.
Well, it's easiest to come here, but that should be fine. What direction you head?
Going to be heading west towards Eraser.
Alright. Well, if that's the way it's gonna be. And then he hands out his hand for 150 gold.
Yep. Just deducted from my sheet 150.
Alright. See you soon then.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
And Byrn, you will see that he goes back in town, but he doesn't actually, like, walk back through the gate. He just disappears and teleports.
Cool.
So, there you are. And, I'm assuming you're going to go right back to your watches with everyone else.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. So that adventure didn't take near as long as your first one did when you disappeared for a couple hours.
It helps when you already had an idea up front what it was, and it was just a couple of rolls. Or one even.
Yeah, exactly. Just one. So,
Now the thing is she actually in the hells?
well, I mean,
I know there's evidence pointing that she is, but I'm just saying, nothing concrete.
Party said, we need thing. I found thing. That is
Awesome.
Byron. If it doesn't turn out, then I got a really cool trinket.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
300 gold.
If we want to play that game, he hasn't given it to me yet.
Now, does it work?
I don't know. Assumptions have been made, okay?
Uh-huh. Anyway.
Shady people doing shady things.
Alright. So, with that in mind, you will venture back to the rest of the group, and we'll slowly, I guess, begin your trek west.
Cool.
Yeah, west.
Really?
It's my favorite direction, west.
Yes. on travels, I would say, Riven's eventually, when we settle down for camp for one of the days, Riven's going to want to talk to Oak.
Okay. Did you want to actually RP that out?
Sure.
So swapping watches yet again to talk to Oak.
Well, no, this would be at like the beginning when we're setting up camp. She'd be
Oh.
like, hey, come take a walk with me real quick.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
Yeah, so they'll go walk off for a minute.
Uh-huh.
So, how are you feeling about this whole thing?
Well, I can't say I'm very excited. It's going to be incredibly risky, but,
You feel confident?
define confidence.
If I'm there, I roll insight. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, how do I put this? Shit, I had a general idea of where to go, but
Sorry.
no, it's fine. Just my brain's being dumb. Because it's like, it's excited. It's like, come on, let's get there, let's do it.
Uh-huh.
Stuff, and there's like, no, wait, there's gotta be shit done. No, more like confidence of like, do you think you can stick it out?
Well,
Like, actually step up when we actually need it, because it's going to be dangerous from what we could tell.
well,
I need to know whether or not, do you have doubts or anything?
based on whether or not, based on the information that can be found in the texts that we looked at before, it's not exactly going to be easy. and this temple thing isn't going to be easy.
Right.
But it has to be done, so I'll step up where I need to. I'll
Well,
kind of have to.
do you have doubts? Do you believe that we will pull it off? Like,
Yes.
fully believe that we're going to do it?
Yes. I do.
Good. That's two of you that finally that I can put my trust in. Hold out your hand.
Okay.
And she is going to drop 3. Hold on. Message. How many did I buy?
5. 3 of these and 2
I
of
know I got.
those, I think.
Yes, but I needed to know the price. Yeah, she's gonna put 3 diamonds worth 300 gold each into his hand.
Whoa.
Just a safety precaution. I've seen more druidic healers use these as components for some spells. So I figured you might need some.
Well, the hope is it doesn't come to that, but you're right, it very well could.
Just don't lose them, please.
Nah, of course.
Okay. I guess we could head back. I have actually had the same chat with your sister, and she seems quite confident in herself.
Really?
Well, I did kind of have to poke it out of her, but yes.
Alright. We'll get through it.
Okay. Yes. Alright, they're probably wondering where the hell we are. Let's go. I want to eat something. And then I guess we just head back to the camp.
So, having delivered diamonds for crazy insanity of if things go completely bad,
Possibility.
then Oak will now have in his possession 3 uses of what is that? Like 3 uses of Revivify?
I think
maybe?
that's yeah.
Yeah, because that's the only resurrection spell he has access to anyway.
And the other ones that she has on her are for something else that is much higher, and I doubt Oak can cast.
Probably not. So, following that, everyone is going to travel west. Does anyone have anything they want to have happen along the way, aside from interaction with Ozfire that happened a day later?
Locke's got nothing.
Just on the road.
On the road again.
Probably
We're traveling through the plains. There we go.
Yeah.
Yes.
Bjorn will lead the group in song over the course of the day in order to help pass the time.
What's
That's like the 10th time you sang that song, Bjorn. Don't you know
But
another one?
It's a classic.
Classics
Okay.
are great, but if you hear the same thing too many times, it is going to get old.
All right.
Variety's
play-
the spice of life and all.
How about
Why don't we
this?
play
I'll
I
sing
Spy
it
Lo-
backwards.
no.
Actually, I kind of want to see him try. That would be interesting. Go on,
Oh,
boy.
dear. Oh boy.
What skill would that be?
Performance, I believe,
Performance,
is
yeah.
what it's called.
Yeah, that makes the most sense.
The curse of Bjorn's dice rolls are gonna fuck us here, aren't they?
Oh, my rolls are going to be worse.
Yep.
Classic. Where's my
On
20?
brand.
I was going
That was
to
a
my
say,
actual
I was
fucking 20?
I was gonna say that it would have to be a disadvantage because it would be arguably harder to sing a song backwards, but I don't have to.
Yeah, no, it's just
I mean,
But anyway,
you can always get a full,
Commendable effort, but rapidly devolves into shit.
Wait, hold on. Ha! The actual roll is a 20.
Really?
Nah. But I am rolling the actual die. I mean, it was on the physical die, but that's what I'm going to be rolling from this point on.
Fair enough.
I
I don't know what I did to the CEO of Roll20 or when.
I think it's just RNGesus you pissed off.
anyway.
On the road again.
Yes. So,
Any other interactions?
yeah. Any other, before we get into the Ozfire thing, is there any other interactions that anybody wanted to have?
All I can think of is have Locke try to find some way to salvage Bjorn's horrid backwards singing. And when I think I have his, you know what? I think maybe we're a little musicked out for the moment.
Let's play I Spy.
I mean, we could do that, but I was figuring I could probably recount a story that I read before I got chased out of Sevenora.
I'm game.
What kind?
For all the
What do I say?
Byrn, keep up.
Somehow you faintly see like 5 giants over a table.
Right? Yeah.
One of them echoes like a witch. Anyway,
Story.
Yeah,
Come on, Locke. Give us a good one.
okay, let's see here. And Locke will pick something more like more of like a poetic story, like just straight up like a poem. Tier 1 that he probably read. So for some like high elven legend.
Okay.
Say it probably like involves like a golden dragon or something and a bunch of family feuds and court drama and shit. It's like one of those long ass poems full of rhymes and flowery language.
Riven's
And
asleep
he will-
on Alice.
And he'll try to recite it. Is this performance?
It would be performance, yes. Yep.
9.
Riven's
I
asleep.
get like a paragraph. In and like, yeah, I'm having a hard time remembering all of the rhymes.
That's when you just start making it up.
And that's when Locke just starts making it up.
So,
It's like, vessels are so fucking pretentious. All right.
Bjorn will beatbox in order to help him improvise.
Beatbox.
anyway.
Where'd you get that box? And why are you beating it?
I like the sound that it makes.
Anyway.
This is a new style of music.
You know,
I call it.
I think I have a drum on me somewhere. I don't know.
So,
I'm pretty sure I still have that flute left over from that goblin a long ass time ago.
Oh,
Oak nervously hides his instrument.
right?
Yeah.
Anyway.
wait, we have a bard. We do. Oh, come on, give us a song or story. It's your turn. As we totally sidetrack.
Uh-huh.
Come on, you've been practicing.
Funny enough, he didn't actually put skills in performance. He is a bard without performance. That being said, though, he has a decently high charisma and jack of all trades. So,
Pretty decent. Okay.
Maybe a little rusty, but still got the touch.
Rusty, not so much. More along the lines of not as practiced as he could be with his, what was it called? Something with a D. An instrument.
Dulcimer.
Yeah, that's the one. So, yeah, not quite as skilled as he could be with his dulcimer, but he's all right.
What?
Later in the night, then Byrn will meet up with Ozfire yet again. And you will see him sort of like if Byrn looks back towards Caverton to like wait for him to arrive or come up closer, you will see that he moves fairly quickly and in amongst the shadows. And he will make his way closer to you. Oh. Seems like your crew got out pretty far in the day travel.
Yeah, I guess so.
Well, if you're ready, I will pass off the tuning fork to you, and I can have the other half of my payment then.
So, you can reassure me that it is tuned to what we require and it's functional and all this?
He will actually reach into his bag and he will produce a very complex looking tuning fork that seems to favor colors of like red and like charcoal and magma and all sorts of bad stuff, including runic carvings of things that Byrn wouldn't necessarily know what it looks like. What does Byrn have either infernal or abyssal in his languages?
No, because that would be suspicious. No,
So
I don't.
yes. Oh.
No.
I was just making sure, and I worded it in a way so that I didn't reveal what languages Byrn does actually have. I was just more specifically asking if he had those two. Yeah. So, little carvings and runes and things that you're not necessarily going to recognize. Though if you want to try and roll religion, you might have a better idea of, oh, this is probably like fiendish or very dark and evil language if you rolled a high enough religion check.
Did he actually, I mean, I asked him if he could reassure me and he just showed it to me.
Yeah.
Did he actually give any explanation or anything with it? Or just,
he will show it to you, and he will be like, now, as you can see, this looks like something that's going to practically take you to a volcano or something, because the Hells is hot. Very hot. But, that said, you will see all these runic carvings here, and that should be enough for a person such as yourself to believe it is going to take you where you need to go. That is assuming you have somebody who has the spell that would make use of this.
What kind of spell would be required to make use of it?
That would be the spell,
Planar shift?
plane shift, yes.
Gotcha. Alright. So, any reason to roll insight to see if he seems like he's being honest? I'm assuming he is.
I mean, you can roll insight if you want.
23.
Yeah. He seems pretty on the up and up, on that.
Alright.
He seems to be very confident in what he knows, and this is, as the Dragonborn said, this is very much in his wheelhouse of knowing how to get to places and get out of places.
Alright. So, I'll fiddle around with the change in my pouch for a moment, and then I will hand him 150 gold from one hand, and then I'll hand him an extra 25, since he had to trek out and meet us.
Very nice. Pleasure doing business with you. And your name was Byrn, correct?
Yes, that's correct.
I'd be careful who you show around if having money like that is easily devised. There are some thieving types, though not as much around Gradiriel these days. But you have what you need, and I wish you the best of luck.
Likewise, my friend. Have a good evening. Or
Maybe
good night, I guess.
maybe pack some rings for resistance to fire if you can procure such a thing, if that's where you're going. Good luck. And he will
Bring an ice box.
Stick your
he
toes in
will
every so often.
he will make his way back towards Gaverton once again.
Awesome.
And you will go back to the rest of the party yet again. Yeah, assuming Locke doesn't find it odd that you've disappeared 2 nights in a row, we're good.
At this point, Locke is just assuming the guy's taking walks and keeping the outer perimeter safe.
How
Yep.
very trusting of you. Good job. So beyond that, you guys will continue your trek towards the bluff. Is there anything that anybody wants to talk about towards you along the way?
I'm good.
Good.
Yeah.
All set.
Was Riven wanting to talk to anybody else?
Well, possibly Locke.
I mean, if you want to approach, he's down to chat.
Yeah. Pull him away from the group a bit. So how you doing?
Just eager to get this done and over with.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You sure you want to do it?
Yeah. A friend of mine was taken on my watch. She helped
So
us
you
a
have
lot.
a family to worry about.
I do. Yes, I do.
And they are coming to help us in this fight. So I figured you might be extra worried about that.
I am worried, yes. I'm not going to lie about that. If there's one thing all this shit out here has taught me, it's responsibility. The way I see it, Silver helped us in a lot of ways, and I owe it to her to repay that favor, even if that means throwing myself headfirst into the hells to try and rescue her. I owe her that much.
Tell me more about the Silver.
She's... In some ways, she's a lot like you, and in other ways, not.
No one's like me.
Well, for one thing, the way she fights.
Mhm.
Her style is different, but the ferocity is the same.
Ah. So she likes the heat of the battle.
She definitely is very good in the heat of a battle, yes.
I'll give my respects to that.
She has a pretty solid sense of honor and respect, as I understand it, but not so deep that she can be blinded by it like some people can. You know, where, like, for them, honor is everything. It's a principle, not a law, I suppose.
But wasn't her faith the thing that blinded her to the issues with her temple?
To an extent, I suppose. But there were a lot of people who were
So she learns
blindsided and
from
manipulated.
so she learns from her mistakes.
I like to think so, at least. I haven't seen any evidence to the contrary.
There's a lot of people who are idiots that don't learn from their mistakes of the past.
I'm very aware of that, believe me.
I just want to make sure she's a good person when we bring her back, if she's going to be around. That, if anything, she's going to help keep everyone safe.
I believe she's a good person. Damaged a little, maybe, but that's true for just
We're
about
all a
everyone
bit
here, I think.
damaged.
You and I especially, I think. So, she fits right in. Trust me, I wouldn't have pushed so hard to amass everyone right as soon as she was taken if I didn't feel it was worthwhile to rescue her.
I also wanted to bring this up with you. When we get there, do we want to take a day to scout it out, or because
probably-
we're gonna have multiple druids that can shapeshift into birds to get an aerial view?
that would probably be a good idea. I have gotten a lay of the land before when I've done my dream walking spy thing.
And we also got to find that path to that cliff that you told us about.
Yeah,
That's
that
the
thing
back
that I
way
keep forgetting
in?
about. I think so.
Yep.
Yes, she told you a back way in.
Yeah. So we find that, we get in, we tear the place up a bit.
So probably, if we can find a camp close enough to it, but not be seen from the road, and get everyone gathered, a few of us can go and take a look real quick and come back and see if we can hatch a plan.
Yep.
All right. Yep.
All right.
I think this is it for the conversation. It
Yeah,
just
for now.
dissolved
Maybe.
into silence.
Both sides have said what they say, and then Riven pulls up the little clacker from like a movie. It's like, end scene.
I do have one more thing for Locke to add, actually.
Okay.
Like before they split off to go back to whatever they're doing as we're traveling, he'll just like, and I know I've probably said this already, but thanks for coming back to help with this. I know you've had your own things going on since you initially parted ways with the group, and I know it was a big
Yeah.
ask coming you to come back for someone you didn't know. I really do appreciate it.
Well, I did feel a bit bad about just leaving you like that.
You had things you needed to deal with, and I didn't blame you. And you already know that I'm probably going to be doing something similar once Silver's out of there.
Yeah, this whole coming back and those cursed things. I think I'm just probably going to go back into the forest for a while too. But I'm not going to travel far. I'll just be in the forest on the outside of Yagi. If
yeah,
you need
I would-
anything.
Yeah, and just, stop and visit from time to time,
Yes. So, but yeah, I think that was probably going to be the best thing. Just some things aren't worth going after, and just to settle down and try to have a peaceful life.
I mean, I've said it before. Up until recently, I didn't even know I had a half-sister.
Oh,
For all
that's
the
right.
effort-
You do have a half sister.
Yeah, I do. It surprises me
I
sometimes
keep
too.
forgetting that.
Yeah.
Hmm.
When we're
So
done
who's
with all
better?
this...
So who's better, you or her? Magic-wise, with your goopy thing.
I have absolutely no idea. That's part of the problem. I know I have a half-sister. I know her name. We're acquainted. But we barely know each other. That's part of the reason why I just want to sit down in Yukiegi and not go anywhere when all this is done. So I
Fair
can get
enough.
to know the family I've labored so hard to rebuild. Family doesn't mean anything if you're not there for it. That's a lesson I want to make sure my dad remembers this time.
Look, if he wanders away, just let me and Cal know. We'll drag him back for you, okay?
I mean, I don't want to control the man. I want to convince him. I'm pretty sure I have, but it's a grudge
who
that's
knows?
hard
Maybe
to
you
let go
guys,
after all the
maybe
shit
you
that
guys
came
just
out.
need to go on an adventure, just the two of you, have a father-son bonding time.
Just go find a lake and go fishing. That actually sounds good. I've never been fishing. I've never held a fishing rod in my life.
Well, there's some good ice fish in the rivers north, like.
Okay, you'll have to show us. We'll make a day
Okay,
of it.
I will.
Sounds like a plan. But first things first. Fortress, then hell, then home.
So, what is it? When we capture the temple, or are we just gonna rest there and then go straight into hell?
It depends on what we find in there.
Oh,
Depends on the info we
I
get.
think we have well, you said there's just a cower and some a battalion of sorts there that's gonna be distracted by a dragon.
Indeed.
So Who knows?
I'm not entirely sure what our immediate step will be after the temple happens. We could sit here and make plans all day long, but no plan survives first contact with the enemy. So, one step at a time, yeah?
Alright.
Alright. Okay, the rest are probably wondering what the fuck we're talking about. Let's get back before they worry that we're getting depressed or some shit again.
I mean, we're just back here following along. Just...
Yes, but we know our history, and so do they. At least enough to know that when we start lagging, it probably means that we're either having a really in-depth conversation about planes and paper, or we're getting sad again. So let's just...
Look, they've never seen us have that conversation, okay? And I've done plane hopping, or whatever it was. It feels weird. And then went into that
parchment and started advancing towards the rest of the party.
Don't forget to ask them what their color is.
I feel like that's a fitting place for this scene.
I love that.
Yes.
That's great. That's great.
Like,
It's like, let's get everyone else in on this joke.
Yes.
Because, like, Locke's already sort of given, like, the gist of that to Bjorn before.
Yeah.
I feel like at one point Locke did the same thing where he asked Bjorn, what's your favorite color? Why?
That seems familiar.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's green.
That sounds
No,
right.
wait. I can't remember what color she said. Was it green or white?
I don't remember.
It doesn't matter. It led to planes.
It led to Locke using a piece of paper to provide a metaphor for the planes, yes.
And you, like, poke through it with a pencil. Just like, what's...
Yep. Anyway.
Like Event Horizon.
Kinda, yeah.
So, you guys are going to continue your trek towards the bluff, finally. Amass your crowd of individuals.
Gather your party and venture forth.
And you now have all of the people in which you wanted to make use of as distraction or whatever it was that you were going to do.
Right. Did we find the entrance, the pathway that leads up to the bluff?
I imagine with the amount of people that you got that's going to look around for it.
I mean, it's real simple. It's like an stone archway next to the road.
Literally not hard to
So
find,
I guess
so-
we would, like, go camp out somewhere quite a bit of ways from it. Just in case if there's, like, travelers coming and going from there. So who all can be a bird?
A bird?
We're being stealthy about this. We got to do scouting. Can you be a bird?
I can't be a bird, but I can be sneaky.
No, we just need birds. It's a lot easier.
Birds or bats. Ideally, we'd be scouting it in the night. Bats are nocturnal.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
So
Sadly,
Druid-
I am not a druid dude.
So
Well, I mean, if we have those that can turn into the bird, we can sit there and, like, have them go fly up front of the bluffs, and maybe someone finds the cliff in the back of it. I mean, I can meld into the shadows pretty well with Hollis and find the path that we need to go on in order to trek back there to the cliff.
I can too, for that matter, said Young.
Hollis can only carry one person, and you're slow.
I can go through shadows. Fairly
No. Really?
Yeah, I can.
I've never seen you go through shadows.
I recently heard a story from Oak when he was when him and the others came to save me, how he saw somebody that was making use of shadows in a very strange way, and because this is during the day out in front of the bluffs, Young is just going to step closer to Oak, put her hand on his shoulder, disappear through his shadow, reappear at Riven's. Hi.
Ah, what the hell? Why
See?
are you over there? What?
Told you.
No.
Don't make me do that too much. It uses too much energy. So shush.
When,
Um,
when did you get magic?
Uh,
Is everyone got magic now?
Riven, you have magic. You use it all the time.
I-
Says Kenneth.
Look, I don't understand. It's just something I do. It's instinct. Instincts. Yeah, I can't. Don't ask me to explain it because I can't explain it. I just do.
I know. It's fine. Ultimately, we have means to scout and look around, and people who can do so in whatever means they wish to do so. Though birds or bats at night are probably the best bet to be less likely to be spotted.
Yeah, I mean, this. Of course, the scout is going to be out night. So
Now, on that, who, since we got a ton of people here, who has actually been in the temple to know sort of the lay of the land before we go in there?
Locke will raise a hand.
he dreamt it.
Kind of. I've had my consciousness projected into it from a distance. I've seen its interior, albeit not all of it, and not as it is right now. But I do have a basic idea of the outline from that experience. So,
And chooses not to answer.
Or you need someone else to fill in the answers.
No, it's fine. So,
Out of character, Byrn has totally been here before.
yes.
okay, interesting.
Really?
Yep,
Yes.
briefly.
Yep.
He did not actually interact. He did not actually interact with anyone that was involved with the whole silver thing, but he did actually interact with some of the guards that were here.
Yep.
Okay.
So that said, you're going to basically have ways of scouting and looking around. And
I know what Riven was going to sit there and do pass without a trace on her and Hollis, and then try to find the path that would lead us to the cliff face on the ground.
Yeah.
That's what she's doing. So
Yeah. So, are we wanting to do this during the cover of night to try to be less obvious about it, or are we wanting to just look around during the day as birds and as shadowy figures? But ultimately,
Silver's going to do it at night, but
Riven.
Riven. We'll get to Silver later.
Indeed. So
That's
not
ominous at all.
I am going to preface this with this map is by no means perfect. It is a little haphazard. It is also very large.
Not exactly. It is large for map-wise, but technically the temple is a lot bigger since it needs to go through a mountain.
Yeah.
Right.
No, it's like how I saw it was like Riven's like on Hollis and stuff, and like she adjusts a little bit so she's crouched down low with her like hood up, and then just all of a sudden shadows just sticks to them. Kind of like you're the night.
I am the knight. Rouge.
Faster.
So yes. This map is kind of all over the place. And
We'll work with it.
considering that you are going to potentially be going to the back of said map, you're going to be seeing different sides of it.
Zoom out,
And you might have to
like
zoom
all
out.
the way.
because it's huge.
Ignore size placements. I think when we go to do this operation, Hollis is going to go with Cal for distraction.
Hmm.
It's a lot easier climbing that way.
After all, Hollis is a dog, not a goat. Bang, 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 bang.
Yes.
So you guys down on this side will see the gate, and will be able to venture into the back, assuming that everybody can make their ways to climb the mountain that's way up top up there. But yeah. Is anyone else? Riven just mentioned that Hollis and Cal are going to be with the group that's making the distraction. And I believe.
And we should have Oak send a message of when we get up to the platform to let them know.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Everyone has been made aware so that everybody can be here.
Woo.
Did I put?
This is a big group.
It is. Did I put the human token for Aza among them? I think I did. No, I did not. It is fine, but she is here.
Just have her normal form. She's gonna go in there shortly, so.
Yeah, it's fine. So you guys will be. Is anyone else aside from Hollis and Cal that's traveling with the main group? Is more specifically, I'm assuming Locke is going to go through the back or try to climb and go through the back.
I believe that is the plan for Locke, yes.
Young's going to go in the back to be a part of the stealth crew. Riven's going to go in the back, and then Byrn and Bjorn. And Oak is going in the back. So, are Byrn and Bjorn
The
going
back
to...
door club.
Going through... Are Byrn and Bjorn going to be the back door club, or are they wanting to be in the front, where all the craziness is going to go down?
I like Bjorn's aura. He seems like a positive influence, so I'm probably going to be somewhere close to him.
Well, that's the thing. Does Bjorn want to sit there and be with, like, all the lesser folks, or does he want a challenge?
When you say
Well,
it like
when you
that...
put it like that.
Yep.
All right, Bjorn's up going to the front line.
All right. I'm gonna probably need at least one heavy hitter with me to ensure that I don't die because I'm Squishy Boy.
I mean, you have
Wait,
Riven.
Bjorn's going up front?
Locke's going in the back.
Nah, shit.
That was a question.
Alright.
Is Locke going in the back?
Yeah, Locke's going in the back.
I suppose I will go do bodyguarding then.
I was going to
Oh.
say, it's his choice. I can go with him as well. I'm surprisingly resilient.
Even to yourself
mean,
when you notice
this
what your
much
HP was.
I mean, this much I know. Your blood is black, so...
If that's in character, Byrn just sort of shrugs.
It was not.
Okay.
I wonder if it's licorice flavored.
Ew.
Grit.
It probably tastes more like tar.
Yeah.
I'd say it probably tastes like blood.
Oh, okay.
It just happens to be black.
Anyway,
But
shall we
anyway,
go make some climbs?
Yeah.
Shall we go quick?
So, people are going to make some climbing checks, and I'm assuming you're probably going to have maybe in a shopping trip in Caperton, there was also climbing gear that was bought. if you knew.
So we all roll with advantage or something?
Yes, technically.
But how does climbing work? Climbing gear work?
It is going to be, those using climbing gear will have, advantage, and pretty much everybody could have access to climbing gear because you got people that could give it to you if you didn't have it. So,
Right.
athletics with advantage from everybody in the back.
Athletics with advantage. Oh boy. Thank goodness for advantage because I have a -2 in that.
21.
26. Oh.
My first roll was a -1.
So you said 4, and I just imagined Bjorn like wailing into you with non-lethal damage. It's like 4.
Don't worry,
no.
you got look, you got plenty of people to lay it on. Like the rest of us are in the 20s. Well, no, we gotta wait for Oak and Yang.
So after I climb up there and I see that Locke is struggling, I can go down and I can bring him up. Or what does his sword do?
Cast levitate on him and just tie a rope to him and he can just float up.
Like a balloon.
Yes.
Oak is surprisingly good at athletics.
Determined.
Let's see. Is levitate an actual spell that I have?
Maybe.
Good thanks.
Oak is good at athletics. His sister's not.
What is his sister's? Oh, no. Oh.
Okay.
Right. Now we just
So-
need to teleport our tokens to the back.
Yes. Let's make this easy on me. I'm gonna put people over here. Out into the space of the unknown over there for a second. Riven, get back over here.
So I
Wait,
never
how
really
did I
got a
get back?
direct
I didn't
answer.
move.
Okay, there we go.
Did Locke like fail to climb or?
No. It was just a group check, and as long as your running total, like average and things, was not super low, you're kind of fine. Since you have the climbing gear, so everybody's able to help Locke cover Locke's random 4 because everybody got at least a 15. So
We
Okay.
just tied a rope to Locke for multiple people and we just kind of like bagged them up.
That works for me. It saved this spell slot.
you're just being slow.
Who's being slow?
Computer.
I'm trying to. Okay, yeah. So I'm just gonna do this. Copy.
We crawl up there and we see like a 15-foot tall statue
So
and a few chairs.
and a few chairs. And you will also have some doorways, yay.
Now, which doorway do we pick?
Right, so this is a scenario in which at this point we have like we're still like on the outer edge, or we're like in an interior space now.
We're outside. I just couldn't make it look like we're outside. So this is the cliff. We're on the cliff. It's like open up. Great views.
All right.
Yep.
All right. Well, first things first. Pop in a detect magic.
Oh, fun. What's the
Oh,
range on
okay.
that? What's the range on that?
30 feet. 30.
Yeah. Oh, well. This cliff face is huge. So, you, assuming there's not magic of any sort in the statue itself, Sam, I don't think there is.
Nope. Just a 15-foot tall statue of a dude in armor. That's it.
You
And none of the terrors are magical or evil, so we don't have to worry about them attacking. They're not suspicious.
All chairs are suspicious. That's critical role. Anyway,
But that's the thing, they're not in the center of the cliff.
when
Park
you
myself right there so that I am within 30 feet ish of all three doors.
Yes. Having done that, you will definitely get a fairly strong magic reading off of center door, but not of the other two.
Do I have a school associated with that reading?
Should be 2.
It would be, I believe, probably considering the context, adjuration and divination.
And nothing from the other two doors.
Nope. Also, keep in mind that I believe Silver told you.
Did tell you which door to go through.
I'm gonna need a refresher on that because it's been over a year.
Yeah, and on that, the center door that you were feeling the strong sense of magic from also has. Would the chains be on the outside too? This side?
Yes.
Yeah. So it has chains over it, chains locking it and whatnot.
Right, so now going through that door. Gotcha. Okay, okay, Ghost of Silver, I see your pings. All right. Going off of my visualized memory of the information Silver gave me.
The ghost of Silver appear and peers through the door. This way. This way.
Ah, shit, you're dead. We're wasting our time.
Dun, dun, dun.
No,
It was
it's
all
just
for
an
naught.
It's just an astral projection.
Okay. I'm going to...
I'm not dead until you get to the house.
Oh, good.
No.
That is helpful. I'm going...
Foreshadowing.
Yeah, good.
The plot thickens.
All right.
It's time to go side questing again.
I am going to examine this door for any sign of traps or locks.
Roll investigation.
It doesn't matter if it's perception or investigation. My roll is +1, so 11.
Hey, Byrn, want to help him out with that?
Sure.
Seal.
Get advantage.
You guys like a goddamn hawk.
Can he smell the traps?
Probably. I was actually reading my passives.
Smelling the traps would be Cad, and he's like a continent away, so...
Was Locke rolling a second time, or am I rolling? I'm sorry.
You
I am?
roll a second time.
Okay. 17, much better.
So, with your investigation, you will find that the door in front of you is not trapped, but it is locked.
All right. Whip out the thieves' tools. I'm gonna go to work.
No, you're not. Before you do it, Young is.
Okay, I will still assist Young so that she gets advantage.
Okay.
Because I all but sub-multi-class into rogue at this point, so might as well provide assistance.
Rawr. Wow, her first roll was a 2. Good grief. Anyway,
Jesus, her bonus is +13?
Yep.
All right, yeah, I'm just going to be giving her advantage for things like this.
That's
So,
What? My bonus is +7.
So, Yang is going to open up the
What happened?
doorway. Oh, so Locke was investigating the door. He found that it was locked but not trapped. He started to break out the thieves' tool and was like, Yang was like, "Nope, I got it," and she rolled thieves' tool with advantage thanks to Locke being there to help, and her thieves' tool skill is +13.
The hell?
Yep.
Rogues, man.
Okay. Riven is going to sit there and be like, okay, before we go in, should I cast Pass Without a Trace?
Might be a good idea. Yeah.
All right.
Young snaps her fingers. Shadows. Got it.
Fuck!
What the hell did you learn in that lead box?
No, no. What did I... Okay.
How to actually be useful. Anyway, we're going inside.
How
Okay,
to
what's
actually be useful?
What spell did she cast?
Pass Without a Trace before I could.
Okay.
So you get a +10 to your stealth.
Nice.
Yep. Entire group is going to be rolling stealth with an additional +10.
Silver's gonna be like, was it something I said? Did something just like click? What did I do? Did I unleash a monster?
30.
Yeah.
23.
Is that with the +10?
That is
No.
with the +10.
Oh yeah. Stealth.
Does Byrn have, or not Byrn, Bjorn? Does Bjorn have disadvantage because heavy armor?
20.
Probably.
What kind of armor?
Let me see.
I believe he's in fight.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
If it's heavy, then yeah, all heavy gets disadvantage. I know that because
Woo.
silver.
Alright,
Bullshit.
let's do this. Ah, fuck. Okay.
Byron will. Go ahead.
You do have a +10.
17.
Okay. And Byrn's what?
So, Byron will raise the hood of his cloak, and I will roll stealth. 35.
Yep.
Dear Lord.
Byron,
Oak.
Oak got a 14, 24 with the Pass Without a Trace. And
Yong?
then Yong.
Stealth
What kind of monster? What?
25.
Wait,
25.
where is Stetchy? We did contact the other group to start
Oh, yeah.
fucking with them, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, as you guys are messing with the doorway, and Yong just, like, effortlessly comes through and is just like, nope, got it. And then Pass Without a Trace,
I've
got it. And
We've
as
unleashed
she
a monster.
as she snaps her fingers to do that, there's like this almost on point, just to make it funny, dragon roar coming from Ozza on the front side.
Well, there we go then.
We're like, we're
It has
going.
begun.
Go.
All right, so real quickly, out of character, refresh my memory of our current exact objective. Locate the guy who had the stupid potions, beat the shit out of him, and interrogate the shit out of him.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Beat the shit out of him, and I'm guessing try to kick everyone else out of the temple.
Either kick them out or force them to surrender, and then lock them in the dungeons.
I would just say just kick them out, because I doubt the dungeons are big enough to hold all of them.
Well, we can if they bunk up.
All right.
You can fit a lot of you can fit a lot of squirming bodies in a confined space if you give no consideration to personal space.
Yes, but the thing is, who's going to be here to take care of them?
Good point.
Yeah. So, like I said, it's probably best if we just tell them, "Hey, we just
Leave.
killed your leader. Fuck off."
You're
Give
gonna have
them
this back
Yong's,
later.
give them Yong's ring of torturous, bland sustenance.
That's yeah.
Anyway, all right. So let us
Sneaky,
advance,
sneaky.
then.
What do I see?
Yes.
Sneaky,
Actually, was there any? Yeah.
Sneaky, sneaky. What do you see is going to be leading to a doorway right here.
Nice. There's another doorway.
Of course, there fucking is.
She will go and test the doorway.
Ah,
Is it
shit.
locked?
Sam, is it locked?
No. No.
Is it trapped though, Sam?
No.
Okay. I think I got like 2 dungeon masters overlapping right now.
Kinda, sorta. There's a stairway right there.
Guys, there's a door. There's stairs. Beware the stairs.
Tree,
At
where'd
least
you
it's
come
not a
from?
chair.
No, quiet, sneaky. One word at a time.
Okay.
Bouncing off the walls there, eh?
Thwama.
Ricochet maneuver.
Alright. So, heading down, you're going to find a hallway.
Oh, I will say the architecture here is like a mixture of like, if anyone's interested and wants to know the study of this place, is a mix of like monastery, but there's like some dwarven touch to it.
Neat. Too bad
It's
we
like
don't have...
they got helps from dwarves to build this place to make sure it's secure underground.
It makes sense.
Too bad you don't have Cad here. He'd know precisely where the stone architecture came from.
Oh, yes.
It wasn't actually here.
All right.
Um,
Continue on down the
you said
stairs.
stone architecture, though?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's basically built into, like, they took pickaxes and just built tunnels and, like, shaped it.
I vote that Yong take point along with Riven so that Yong can keep an eye out for traps and the assorted
And
stuff.
I can be a punching bag.
Yeah. If I were to put like a recommendation, I would say Byrn, Riven, and Yong taking point. Byrn for awareness, Yong for disarming traps and shit, and Riven to commence the bloodshed if need be.
Bjorn, is your sword glowing blue?
No.
Our butt is safe.
Yes. So,
Is he
You
here?
Ish. Yeah, I'm still here.
okay. Yeah. So, moving on down, this is, my computer is being slow.
Ooh,
Yeah.
spooky music.
I need better computer. I will fix that.
I got spooky music of my own going.
I am fighting this map tooth and nail.
It is
Nah,
big,
okay.
isn't it?
Yeah, I am sorry.
It's all good.
Oh, yeah, no. No worries.
It's like a big arc-ending dungeon. Makes sense it'll be big.
Bjorn is ever so slowly. Okay, there we go.
Okay.
Let's say he's slowly melding with the stone.
If it helps, I can move Bjorn's token until we get into a fight. I don't have lag issues right now.
It's
I don't
not
either.
lagged so much as every time I try to click on my token, the cursor can't decide if it wants to grab the token or drag the map.
Are you
Nice.
middle clicking?
Nope.
Yeah, because usually it's right click that has you move the map.
I don't
Yeah.
know. That's
Left
what it
click
was doing.
doesn't drag. Left click isn't supposed to drag the map. Maybe you have a setting weirdly set.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'll have to
Either
look into
way,
it.
do we see anyone as we go down here?
As you make your way down here, you will not be seeing anyone, but particularly those that are rather perceptive, such as Oak and Byrn. You will be hearing movement and
I got a decent perception.
passive perception of what?
17.
Oh, okay, then yeah. It's going to be hearing. You're not going to see anyone, but you're going to be hearing movement and like clatter of weaponry and other such things that are in knuckleberry sandwiches. Ha. Anyway, you're going to be hearing clattering of like weaponry and movement and yelling, but you're not going to be seeing anyone currently.
Do I see anything further down this way?
You see what amounts to a table all the way over there, around that corner.
Nice, there's a table.
Ta-da! Table.
Dun, dun, dun.
Just gonna go over and slowly inspect the table.
It is a table.
Is it trapped?
No.
While she is inspecting the table,
Okay.
I will check that corner for any signs of hostile activity.
It is actually fairly calm. There's another door down there.
Oh, I must have provided with a really good distraction outside. Okay.
At least for
Just
now.
near these
Well-
doors.
Yeah,
I mean,
so
we
I
did
have
get
to
a
go down
dragon
here.
thrown at them, so that's going to
Okay,
grab
fine.
everyone's attention.
Good point. We want
Show
to
a bit of-
inspect this door.
Yeah, let's show a bit of restraint in throwing doors open. Let's make sure they're not trapped first. Young, you're up.
Yep, I'm coming. She says from way back here.
Because like
Alright,
she,
we'll work it.
got stuck because like Oak's pants got caught on a stray stone or something.
Jeez.
Go on ahead, we'll get unstuck in a sec.
Okay, so, young door. The door is in fact. Do an investigation.
I provided.
Yes. Actually,
It is black.
Young's actually not so great at the actual investigation part. It was.
Neither am I, but she's probably better.
Oh no! she's
Just do
not.
it. Just roll it. Just
I'll
roll it.
with roll it with advantage. It's fine. Boop.
Not 20. You're good.
With a 19 there too. Cool.
Yeah, nice.
Jeez.
So-
What is with Ultra?
She had an
Okay, this-
she had her
look,
and her shonen training arc off screen in the lead box.
Yes, but so now this is Ultra Instinct Young 2.0.
This is Bonkai Young.
If we
Okay.
actually inspected the lead box, there would probably be fist prints all over the place.
What would that be, Brian? Tensa Yangetsu?
30.
Like
Jesus.
she almost punched a hole and punched herself free. We just got her out too
The heck
Yeah.
Are
is
you
that?
okay?
There it is. There it is.
All right, let's go.
What did you do?
Made a shitty fucking pun.
Alright.
And
Anyway, so the Young will investigate the door with a 20 investigation. She will find that it is not trapped, but it is locked. She then busts out the thieves' tools and just door open.
Woohoo! Ultra Instinct Young 2.0 for sure.
So, I believe.
We're sorry. Our young is in another dungeon.
Doesn't matter.
This is the one that's helping us.
Let's see.
What do our magical eyes see?
Yes, you guys will open up the doorway, and you will have an area of interest. These on the screen, they look kind of like tables at first, but they're just like rings in the floor. Bjorn, you were a soldier for a time.
of a sort, yes.
Roll for me history, sir.
Oh boy. That's the history. Ugh, that's not good.
I see another door.
Hmm.
Oh, and a hallway.
That's coming out as a 10.
That's good enough.
Not great.
Oh,
Oh, alright.
That's effective enough for what you were needing. You actually needed like a 10. This actually looks to you a lot like a training area for like soldiers and whatnot.
Oh shit.
Rings being like battle rings where people could train to fight and whatnot.
They look well used, all scuffed
Oh, yeah.
and such.
Yep, very much so.
Hmm. That does not bode well.
To your right, going around the corner, you'll have another hallway, a doorway, and on your left is also another door. And up top to your left is to your left is another door. To the left is a hallway, and there's several different directions you can go going in here.
Are any of these looking familiar from my previous explorations?
I think you were jutted down here. I don't know if you walked down here.
When I think you stayed mostly towards the middle area, and I don't know where Rune would have been when she was scrying necessarily.
Middle room.
Middle room, yeah. So you might have saw some of these rooms briefly and can sort of get your lay of the land to know where the offices and stuff like that were from this direction.
Alright. If I were a betting man, I would honestly probably say that the officer guy we're looking for might have honestly gone to join the front lines. Either that or he's cowering under a table. Hard to tell. Without his drugs, he might feel like he is not up for a fight.
So, which way do we want to head?
Wait, didn't I steal a map of this place when I was here last?
I think you tried drawing a map, maybe. But
I don't think you stole an actual.
Right. I looked at a map, but I didn't steal it.
Yep.
The long shot. Can I remember that map well enough, considering how long it's been, to maybe navigate towards the officers' quarters from here, or the high-ranking officials' quarters from here, where I found the guys with the stupid potions?
Roll wisdom.
Wisdom. Luckily, not saving throw. I take it.
Not saving throw. No. Check.
Okay, then fuck the luckily. 11.
So, based on the fact that you... Okay, so here's what I'm basing this fact on. When you were here initially, you tried to go through a doorway that was chained up, and then you got shunted and knocked away. Based on that, that was probably the same sort of chain door that you saw when you were out on the balcony cliff where the statue was, but on the other end. And if that was the middle room where Rune was when you encountered her, and you guys just went left, it's a reasonable probability that the offices are probably going to be back towards the middle and towards the other side. So that way.
I will relay all of that to everyone and vote that we go through this door.
All right.
That doorway is going to lead you to another stairwell. Yay! Boop.
Up it goes. You can tell by the orientation of the lines and how they get thicker the further away from us they get.
Indeed. So
Bjorn just is dragging ahead.
it's just like, let's just go.
Guys, there's a wall of darkness up here.
Attack it. Attack the darkness.
I don't know magic missile.
Big center room. Locke, in this room here, you will recognize it. It is big room where you encountered Rune before.
Right. Rune being creepy fire lady, right?
Yep.
yes, she was up. She was up here.
Yep. And up here in the center is the very same chain door that you passed earlier.
Right, except it's way far away, so unless that's just a chain door of teleportation, then there's shit in the middle there.
Uh-huh. Yep.
Silver's gonna go this way. Riven's gonna go this way.
Silver's not here.
So she's gonna look at this doorway. Is it open?
Yes, it is actually.
Okay.
That doorway is actually open, and you guys are going to... Good thing you have a crazy high stealth roll comparatively. Because this area actually will lead out into courtyard and much more open space.
We'll deal with that later.
In betwixt all of that,
Big ass dragon, I assume, is currently just raising hell.
Along with other people, magic flying everywhere.
Yep, right there they are.
It's only 20 feet across? Only 20 feet?
Like I said, the temple is actually a lot bigger, so like this small hallway what I originally had was a lot longer. Like kind of like a kill box going on.
Right.
So,
Or are you talking about the dragon?
I'm not about the dragon. I'm on about the size of the dragon's token. I would have assumed that would have been a lot bigger, but I'm also used to FFD6 where token sizes are, like, proportionate.
yeah.
We don't know how old she is.
So other people are up here and about and doing their thing with soldiers and other such things. So, what are you guys going to do from here? Bjorn, you will hear the sound of battle coming from the outside. Yeah, that way.
It sounds glorious.
Not our
It does sound
target.
pretty great.
It's like roll to resist joining in on the fun.
Bjorn will look at Locke, hopefully,
Later.
as if
Murder party here.
We came here to do
Bjorn
a
will
job.
be-
We can join the big battle once that's done. Although that said, I will scan the battlefield for any sign of our officer.
Roll perception.
16.
No. You do not see him.
I'm half tempted to just step out there and immediately pop my pocket dimension to try and instantly, like, subdue the armies that we're dealing with here. Considering the absurd
Don't waste
range
magic.
of my thing.
I mean,
that is a lot of attention you'd be drawn to yourself.
It
Yeah,
is.
Let's just
not do that.
save.
Come on, Locke. Come on.
We can join
Yeah,
later.
I'm tempted, but I'm not gonna do. First thing I will do one thing. Let me see here. I will pull. I'm assuming I'm within 125 feet of these people.
Hey, Locke,
Yeah. Okay. Yes.
you rolled a 16 on your perception.
Yes.
Give me a D20 roll plus 7, randomly.
Okay. It's not random. If you're asking for it.
Mm-hmm.
22.
Cool.
Your half sister sees you in waves.
So, you will see in and amongst the battlefield down there, you will see your mom and your dad back to back, and both of them are using the same spell to hold up 2 different soldiers.
Ah, that's cool.
Yeah.
All right. I am going to. Kala's capable of sending, right?
Yes, but Cal is in the battlefield amongst everybody else.
Right.
She's
I
also
will
currently
take a
bear.
second.
Is she? Is she capable of sending?
Pretty sure.
Should be. Most druids.
Sending.
druids
5e. What is the class?
Oh wait, hold on. Actually, you know what? I am
No,
just.
she
going-
can't. As sending is bardic, cleric, and wizard.
Okay, never
Right.
mind.
Either way, I'm going to. Before we move on, I'm going to whip out the black book, and I'm going to cast a cantrip I haven't cast since like session 8. I'm going to cast message,
Yeah.
and I'm going to cast it at the dragon.
Okay.
And I'm simply going to say, we're inside and we're making our sweep. If anything gets too hairy out here, let us know, but I don't imagine that'll be a problem.
Everything's fine over here. This is fun. Yeah.
Everyone's just
All right,
too
have at
to
it.
compare to her.
Bloodthirsty dragon of justice. Gotcha.
All right, now thump the book closed. All right, let's keep moving.
When she knows that the people here are putting, based on conversations of everyone here having been either not following through
Do we-
with their own commitments and discipline, or are corrupted and messed up anyway and not following justice as it should be, she's about as revenge-seeking as Silver is right now.
I was going to say, did we tell them to either like incapacitate it or murder?
I would assume that incapacitation was where possible was the like stated battle plan when we were like doing our initial scouting runs and whatnot and making camp before we infiltrated and started.
Yep, probably.
Okay,
Because
so
a
what
lot,
do we
'cause
see
a
down
lot
this
of these
hallway?
people were just straight up deceived. It's not so much that they're evil; it's just that they don't realize that what they're doing is wrong. So
Oh, more stairs going upstairs.
great, fucking fortresses.
Yeah. Away.
Dun 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 dun.
We need the Mission Impossible music going on.
Another big room, because big rooms are fun.
Bruh.
Do we say more?
Yes.
Ah, it's the prayer area.
Chapel.
Yes.
Yep. Just ignore that it's messed up, because I'm
That's
not
the-
doing maps.
No, I got it. This shit's a little big.
It's another 15-foot statue.
Yep, there's another 15-foot statue over there. So
And
there's
there's
It
a
occurs to me
door
that
over here.
I'm pretty sure I've met the guy that statue is supposed to represent. That's supposed to represent
Yes.
Helm, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I've talked to that guy.
hallways, doorway going
Always,
that way,
hallways, doorway.
going up. Yep.
Does any of this look familiar from my dream
Yes.
walking escapades?
Yes.
Right.
You would most definitely recognize the chapel when you pass through it. Trying to like find and like when Crazy Guy was wandering the halls to get to from like the initial offices that he was in, he would have probably passed by the chapel in and amongst the halls, so you know that the chapel is close to like library and even like the barracks
They will.
to an extent. Yes. I can only do so
Nim
much.
is receiving. Sorry. Go ahead.
Map is huge, and I can only do so much. Anyway, there we are.
Do we want to draw him out, or do we want to just go cram into an office that we don't know how big is?
Fair. The thing is I'm not entirely sure if he's where he was last time I was here.
Okay.
If he's not in his office, then trying to draw him out from outside of it will be a pointless exercise. We need to
Well,
nail
I
down
see
where
a
he
giant-
is before anything else.
I see a giant door right here. Do we want to poke that door or continue on?
That's what that is?
That's a giant door.
Okay. I suppose we can examine that, sure.
Okay. Let's go poke at this giant door.
right.
Young, magic, go.
Byrn, perception, young, if traps prick traps me, I will help with either.
Okay.
Riven, be ready to commit axe kill.
Yes, I am ready.
Those are not the tokens I meant to move, but it's okay. So boop. So this
Bjorn,
is
you're in the very young.
this is doorway. Yes. So investigation. Byrn can do the investigation if he wants. Because he was doing the more perceptive-y kind of thing, and Young's perception is horrible. So you can roll investigation with advantage.
I mean, perception's my gig, but I can do it. 14.
What is Locke's perception? Or investigation, rather? Locke's investigation?
+1.
Okay. So Byrne's is still better.
Yep.
Yeah. So door is not trapped, but door is locked. Q Young.
It's like,
to go
can I persuade it to unlock itself?
Jeez.
no.
I
It's just
cast
not gonna
animate
do-
object on the door, and then I ask it politely to unlock so I can go through.
Come
That would
on,
be funny.
come on, you know you want to open up for us. Come on, be sweet.
Oil your hinges.
All right.
Okay,
So, door.
Young opens the door.
This door shall lead to a library. Yay!
Woo! They have books here.
Lots of books here. Technically, I could just do that part of the map and it'd be fine. So, boop.
Look, they got books here.
Yeah, they do.
They do have books here. We'll be able to peruse those another time. I am going to, real quickly, just poke my head through and see if there's anyone hiding under those 2 tables over there.
Question for you, Sam.
What?
Did Temple of Helm have, like, bookkeepers and people that worked to like, maintain the library that weren't actual warriors? Or did this temple actually have people that were not warriors?
I mean, of course you had people that weren't warriors. It can't just be all military, because it's like you got a kitchen and shit and all that fun stuff. But yeah, they probably did have some people to, like, keep the library in order and stuff, so...
Roll perception, whoever wants to roll it, whoever wants to put the front for it to try to look around the library.
Straight or advantage?
Since Locke already rolled his, you can roll it straight, Byrn.
Okay.
Yeah.
32.
Yeah. So perception of 32. It seems that most of the people who were not the fighting type chose the library and tables and bookcases to hide in.
Oh,
So-
good.
Yeah.
Also, an unsettling number of these books are no longer in alphabetical order. Just thought I'd point that out.
I mean, probably
Okay.
not.
How dare you?
That is evil. That
Anyway.
is mean.
No, of course
Does-
they're
Now
not.
they
Riven-
follow the decimal system.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway,
Do they get point? Does Byron point them out?
I would imagine.
Byron point out that
Riven's
there was
gonna
like
walk
a
up to one of
puzzle
them.
here.
This is beating me to it, but all right.
Cowering in
Yeah.
fear.
Hey,
Yeah.
we'll leave you alone if you tell us where your leader is.
Most of our leaders are not here. The acting commander is either in the fight or maybe hiding in the offices.
Offices? Which way is the offices?
Hallway to the would be right, but like her left.
East.
That way. Yeah.
Just like
east.
ping it. Just ping it.
This way.
I had to be on the right thing to ping over there. Yeah.
Okay. Good. Stay in here. You don't want to come outside. There's a dragon.
No, there is a dragon, and dragon is loud and scary, and already frozen a couple guards, I think.
Riven just leaves.
Goes back to hiding under table.
Onward. Onward.
Just
To this
Just
way.
keep your heads down. We're not here to kill people if we don't have to. That doesn't mean we'll hesitate if that's what it comes to. And I'll close the door and leave him be.
Yep. Have hallway. You have a doorway down there, and you also have some doorways going over here. This is a hallway of doors.
Locke, do you know which door you ventured?
That is a good question, Dared.
None of these. These are the hallways that he This was the hallway that he walked in when he traveled to the temple area of the actual church. So, from your memory, it's probably going around that corner down where Riven is currently, is leading closer to the offices.
All right. I think it's probably this way.
Okay. Do.
Scouting her out. We're just leaving everyone else in the fucking dirt.
Don't worry, they'll catch up.
Yeah, the fucking better.
Uh-huh.
Jesus.
And, finding your way
Blimey.
here, you're gonna see a
There's a
hallway
corner.
corner to go
At
around.
the end of the hall, you find more hall.
Yeah.
So, are you guys going to go around, The
Yeah,
corner
might as
down
well. There's no other way to go.
We're going to the corner.
cool. So,
That'd be obvious. In fact, all our tokens are down there except yours.
I was looking on
Yeah,
another,
is Oak having second thoughts or?
I was looking on
you go.
another window. It's fine. Okay, so,
Let's go.
um,
Faster.
You're going to go around this
Bjorn's
corner.
getting antsy.
Yes. You're going to go around this corner. You're going to find some doorways. Specifically 3 doorways. I don't care that I'm showing part of the room because I'm getting lazy. It's fine.
Which doorway do we pick?
As you guys make your way here, however,
Oh,
um,
I'm backing up.
there is actually going to be a, actually, your stealth would still probably be going.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
What was the lowest stealth among the group back then?
I think it was Bjorn's. It was like 20 something.
17,
20.
I believe.
Yeah, that was at 17.
Yeah.
He doesn't even have it. Of course he doesn't have it. Why would he have it? Yeah, no. Okay. So,
Who do we see?
no, you don't see anybody. You just see 3 doors.
Oh, okay. Do we go check the doors to see if we hear any noises from them?
I mean, do I recognize these doors as one of the ones where that guy would be hiding his bitch ass?
Quite possibly. It would probably be this one from what you remember.
Is there a keyhole I can look through?
Yeah, sure. Roll perception.
I will look through the keyhole.
Don't
You see locking mechanisms.
Oh no!
I see pins and tumblers.
I'll check this one up here.
Looks to be an empty room. Fairly well kept bed actually, but as far as anybody in it, no.
I relay this. Empty room except for a wonderful bed.
It does have
Alright.
a
Alright,
table.
so how are we gonna enter?
Is
How
there
are we
any
gonna
sound
enter this?
coming from this door?
Someone with a better perception roll it.
This would be
Here.
either Oak or Byrn.
24.
Yeah. So you will hear movement from that room. You do hear with that 24 probably like maybe anxious breathing, and like the clatter of perhaps some form of glass bottle.
So how are we gonna do it? Do you want me and Bjorn to go charging in?
That seems like the ideal, don't it?
Sure,
Uh,
charge in, take him by surprise,
hold on.
get an ambush.
We need to make sure this door is unlocked.
I have a very important question. So I can see in the room okay?
With the perception of 20. With a perception of 24, if you're looking through the keyhole rather than listening, you would be able to see into the room, yes.
Is there another door other than the one I'm looking through for that room?
No.
Okay. I had a brilliant idea and it's foiled by geometry.
All right. Well, we do need to make sure this door isn't locked first.
Investigation from whoever has the best investigation. With
Flash
advantage.
to...
Mine's
I have-
+1.
Mine's 1.
Bjorn,
I got a plus. Yeah, just a 1. Just
So-
1 to that.
22.
Nat 22. Okay.
yep. Door is most definitely locked.
Young, unlock it,
Young, you're
please.
up. I
Yep.
assist. Give her advantage.
Yep. Boom.
Woo.
Okay.
Okay.
Wow. Holy crap. She rolled a 19 on that. Okay.
Do you mind if I go in first?
Go for it.
Okay. So
So,
we'll just go. She'll actually get out of her stealth,
so to speak, yeah.
and she'll walk through the door.
Walking through and not just busting in for a surprise round?
Nope, just walking through.
Okay.
As Riven is walking through to go through, I'll tap her on the shoulder and
Ooh. What'd you get?
I don't know what her plan is, but strength, full strength.
I mean, she's gonna go into a rage, so.
Yeah, I can guess your plan. I can't read your mind, or can.
I would say con.
Okay, fine, Connor. Be tough.
Be like, hello. We haven't met, but I know all about you.
Not even going to.
No, she's just gonna go straight in.
Confidence, aren't you?
Well, that's the thing. I'm looking at a dead man.
So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to say that, keeping in mind all the effects of things that have went off, I'm going to say that this is going to be an initiative roll. And
I was hoping we could get a surprise round by busting the door and then rushing, but all right.
Yeah.
I mean, she's in there. She's like distracting, blocking the doorway.
He is going to be focused more on Riven at the moment.
Mhm.
So, for all intents and purposes, the other party members could have a surprise round if they wanted, since you guys rolled such high stealth.
Hey, throw up an initiative thingy, turnover
Yes.
thingy.
I know.
I got 12. Oh,
26.
Jesus. Okay. I mean, sure, go in, hold him, we'll just beat down on him.
That tracks.
Tokens that are not the right ones off of the map on my screen, because I'm seeing more than what you guys are.
Remember to apply 2d6 temporary HP.
Okay, so he is going to grab one of his potion vials, because you didn't take them all, Locke. You just took all that he had right then and out.
Nice.
And he's going to down one of his many bloody potions of doom. And then I'm going to roll initiative for other people's. My screen will load. Come on. Oh, 19 on it. Cool. And then Young. Good job, Young.
8, 7, 6.
Okay. So I will put his in. Well, I can actually put.
Let's
his
see,
in, 'cause,
where is this? Yeah.
he did not get added because I don't have a character sheet for him. But his roll is a 16. Boop. So, what it'll be is, Byrn and Oak will have surprise round, and then Byrn and Oak will have surprise round, then Locke and Bjorn and Young can do things, and then we'll start the actual initiative order, and we'll do it that way, because technically whenever you roll for initiative, everything happens at once. It's just surprise rounds go first. So
Yeah, go ahead and roll that 2d6. Thank you. 7.
so we will go with that next time, since I don't want to do a combat encounter with David Half here, and this guy promises to actually be difficult now.
Ooh.
So
Maybe.
hopefully-
His border is
He's
red.
still-
That means he's spicy.
I mean,
Alright.
we still have like 5 people to fight him.
Yeah. It's gonna be challenging for him, but thanks to a handy dandy potion, I'm gonna do some cool stuff with him. It's gonna be great. Anyway,
I'm gonna work out a way to stun lock him.
I mean, Yon could do that
Oh.
easily.
Yeah. And also, a whole person spell.
Yep. Yep.
So,
There's always grappling when it
so
comes
we
to
will
it.
do. This has been Shadows. Can be David, and join us next time. Can be Sam.
This has been Shadows of Gradiriel.
Join us next time as we go on the hunt to finally get silver.
But you gotta kill this guy first.
Or at least beat him up.
He's already
mean,
dead, though. He's
No,
just
he's gonna be a dead man.
Hey, was this one of the guys who attacked us in the tent way
Yep.
back
Yes.
in the day?
Yep.
Yeah, no, he's dead. We're killing
Yeah,
him.
he's
Okay,
dead.
yep. Fair enough. We're gonna put some dirt in his eye.
And it's only one person, so I mean, he's probably gonna be easy. Like, come on, there's nothing special about him.
We've leveled up since then.
Yeah, we leveled up.
You are making me feel uncertain.
Good.